I'm not gonna be confrontational with you. I'm gonna politely vacate the premises. Let the clown have the circus. You know, but in a room full of clowns, man, I can't be part of the circus, man. When you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus.
Are you in love?
Huh?
Are you in love with anybody in your life presently?
You, myself. Ew.
I can do that better.
That secret you got about that thing you're doing that you believe in totally, although there's no physical evidence to support it, it's fucking real. You were right. Go get some. Stay hot, baby. I'm gonna ask you a question, and your answer to it could very well change your life. Could make you a master manifester. How about that? That sound like something you want to do? Yeah? Should we do it? All right, let's do it. What's one thing that you believe about yourself that you wish you didn't? You got to be really honest now, because you know what that one thing is, or whatever that main thing is. If you could get really honest with yourself and answer that question, then you could change everything. Let me tell you why. So you could visualize yourself on a yacht. I don't know what people do on yachts, but whatever you're doing, and you're living the life that you want to live, and that's great. Practicing is great. But if you have this subconscious belief that things just don't work out for you in the end, then, well, things aren't going to work out for you in the end. Keep in mind, these beliefs that you have, that you think are like the holy grail and absolute, they're just thoughts that you have thought over and over and over and over again. And that's all a belief is. A belief is just a repeated thought. So you're not going to undo it maybe by snapping your fingers, but you can undo it. How are you going to undo it? You're going to talk to yourself. You're going to plant new seeds. You're going to think new thoughts, and you're going to do them repeatedly. So that old subconscious belief that you have that you're not enough, and that nothing ever works out for you in the end, or that you come close and you just don't quite, you're going to think a new thought now. You're going to create a new belief, and your whole world is going to be dazzling. Stay hot, baby.
Okay, so here's the thing, and hear me when I say this. No amount of your extra effort will make up for a lack of theirs.
What is the biggest red flag? The inability to be accountable. I think that's one of my biggest red flags. Because everybody has a past, everybody's done things, but if you're not able to take accountability for it, if you can't own what you've done, if you can't own that you played a part in it, if you're just a constant victim, that to me, you're done. Victim mentality, I will never build a relationship with you.
You're going to get caught. 100% of the time when you cheat, you're going to get caught. Because you didn't tell the truth, your significant other can never look at you the same again. You've lost 50% of the equity in that relationship forever. It may not break up, but it will never be the same.
Yeah.
And in business, the first time you lie to your customers, your constituencies, your shareholders, you lose 50% of the equity forever.
When I was first starting out developing technology, I got lots of patents and I thought this was a good thing. And then I sort of discovered that a patent was really like buying a lottery ticket to a lawsuit. And I was like, I'd rather not buy those tickets. You look at sort of the battle between Apple and Samsung, and who's really winning there? You know, the lawyers are winning certainly, but neither of those two companies. And in the case of Tesla, I thought, well, would Tesla ever sue some other car company if they were using our patents to try to make them stop making electric cars? We would never do such a thing.
There's a trend now, and you'll see that these financially successful men, these guys that are killing it in all categories, will start to settle later in life, in their early 40s. They'll stay single for a long period of time in their 20s and 30s, and that's because they have options. Men that don't have options, men that are not as successful and they're not being chased by a lot of women, will settle earlier, and that's because men will stay single so long as they have options. It's very difficult to get a man to settle.
Our children have become less imaginative about how to problem solve, and parents and coaches have become more directive, mandate or give orders or teach kids how to think and teach kids how to behave versus and tell them how to behave versus teaching them how to behave.
There's no need even to have a college degree at all, or even high school. I mean, if somebody graduated from a great university, that may be an indication that they will be capable of great things, but it's not necessarily the case. You know, if you look at, say, people like Bill Gates or Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, these guys didn't graduate from college. But if you had a chance to hire them, of course, that would be a good idea.
Real comfort is going out of comfort and feel your body that you are in control even when the severest of stress is ongoing. Yeah, when you are capable of doing that, then you really bring this deep connection, deep understanding, deep feeling within. And with that, you learn to regulate even within the stress of the daily life and in any shape, could be mental, could be physical, could be bacterial, how to handle with that. We lost that connection because we have chosen to regulate everything through air conditionings and heatings, and thus there is no stimulation anymore upon our bodies. There's no stress because we live in a destimulative behavior, and that is like a muscle not trained.
How would you educate your 5 boys?
Actually, I created a little school. Yeah.
What kind of school? Could you describe?
It's called Ad Astra, which means to the stars. That's maybe a bit different from most other schools, is that there aren't any grades. There's no like not grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 type of thing. It's important to teach problem solving, or teach to the problem, not to the tool.
Talk about a woman's body, her choice, and like that. Yeah. My question is, if we give a woman the right to opt out of motherhood, should we also give a man the right to opt out of fatherhood and 18 years of child support?
I agree. You don't agree?
No, I don't know.
But if a mom walks into an abortion clinic and says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, and gets an abortion, the dad has no say. How come this mom can't, let's just say it's a one-night stand, just hypothetical. And the mom comes back to the dad and is like, hey, I'm pregnant. Why can't he opt out if she was able to say, hey, I don't want this baby? It's a double standard.
Well, he could obviously sign his rights away, but he cannot physically make
he can't sign his rights away because he has to pay child support. I mean, he is legally bound by child support.
Honest, that's just the way it is.
I know, but do you think it's right?
You can't tell a woman to have an abortion. Like, that's it.
I know, but do you think it's right that a mom can say, I don't want this baby, but a dad never can?
I mean, I just think that's just the way it is.
Get a little closer. Come here. If I could give my 16-year-old self one piece of advice, it would be to learn to say no to anything that doesn't build your health, wealth, or creativity.
Let's leave people better than we found them. Don't lie to them. Don't cheat on them. Don't steal from them. Don't fake a friendship because you can't figure your own shit out. If you're gonna put yourself in somebody else's life, make sure you're adding to it and not taking anything away. Leave them better than you found them. Simple as that.
You must be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have.